What if I told you that the very device you're holding right now, the one that feels like an extension of your own hand, is about to become obsolete? What would you pay for a mind-reading device? A device that knows your schedule, your moods, and what's in your fridge, and gives you the information you need before you even have to ask. I should not be showing you or telling you this. The tech industry has been trying to build this exact device for years, and they've all failed spectacularly. But you're about to see how the two most brilliant minds in tech are teaming up to create the first AI device that people will actually want to use, and how it could literally change the world. So watch until the end, and you'll find out exactly what this mysterious device is, why no one has been able to build it, and whether you're ready to give up your phone for good. But first, a funny little thought. Think about your phone for a second. We call it a tool, but it's really a master. It has us all in a state of constant, desperate addiction. You reach for it without thinking, you unlock it for no reason, and you can't go 5 minutes without checking it. But here's the thing, this isn't a personality flaw, it's by design. Every app, every notification, every single swipe is engineered by teams of psychologists and designers to keep you hooked. So how on earth is a tiny screenless device going to compete with that? You'd have to be insane to think it's even possible, or a complete and total genius. The unholy alliance of AI and genius design. OpenAI just made a move that could redefine the future of human-computer interaction, and it went down in a way that felt more like a tech wedding announcement than a product launch. You've got Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, and a guy named Jony Ive, the legendary designer behind the original iPhone, just casually strolling through San Francisco, talking about a mysterious new device. They showed us nothing, no product, no demo, just vibes and philosophical statements about the future of computing. But here's the part that makes this absolutely wild. Jony Ive is more than just a designer. For decades, he was the creative soul of Apple, working side by side with Steve Jobs to craft the devices that changed everything. He designed the translucent iMac G3 that saved the company from ruin. He designed the iPod, which put 1,000 songs in your pocket. And he, of course, designed the original iPhone, the device that cracked the code on the perfect smartphone form factor. Every phone since has copied his blueprint. And now, he just took $6.5 billion from OpenAI to build a device whose sole purpose is to make your phone obsolete. To put that number in perspective, that's more than Disney paid for Marvel, more than Facebook paid for WhatsApp, and more than Microsoft paid for Skype. All for a company that right now literally just makes prototypes. In their video, they dropped some pretty wild claims. Sam Altman said, "I think it is the coolest piece of technology that the world will have ever seen." And Jony Ive added, "Everything I have learned over the last 30 years has led me to this place and this moment." That's a pretty bold statement from the guy who designed a device that literally changed human behavior. The leaked vision, a ghost in the machine. OpenAI has been trying to keep the details of this device a secret, but thanks to a leaked internal staff meeting and a number of supply chain reports, we're starting to get the real picture, and it is absolutely insane. According to the leaked info, here's what we know. It's tiny, slightly larger than an old iPod Shuffle. It's designed to be worn around your neck like a pendant, or to sit on your desk. There is no screen at all. It's completely voice and sensor based. It will have always-on cameras and microphones for environmental awareness, and it will connect to your existing devices for processing power rather than trying to replace them. But here's where it gets truly crazy. In that leaked staff meeting, Sam Altman said they plan to ship 100 million of these devices. For context, it took the iPhone 3 years to hit that number. They want to do it faster than any company in history. They're calling this a third core device, something that sits on your desk alongside your MacBook and iPhone. But unlike those devices, this one is always listening, always watching, always understanding your context. The idea is ambient AI. You walk into your kitchen and just say, "What should I make for dinner?" The device already knows what's in your fridge, your dietary restrictions, your schedule, and maybe even your mood based on your voice patterns. You wouldn't have to pull out your phone or open an app or type anything. It would just know, and it would just help. The graveyard of dreams and disasters. Now, before we get too excited about this ambient AI future, we need to talk about the reality of this space, because it's absolutely littered with spectacular failures. Take the Humane AI pin, for example. It costs $700 up front, plus a $24 monthly subscription, and it was so broken that reviewers called it the worst product I've ever reviewed. It overheated constantly, to the point that the company literally told people to stop charging it due to fire risks. The battery life was only 2 to 4 hours, and it couldn't even set basic timers or alarms. The company got bought out by HP, and the product was discontinued, with $240 million in funding gone. Then there was the Rabbit R1. It was $200 with no subscription and sounded promising, but reviewers quickly discovered it was basically just an Android app in a plastic box. The battery died in 4 hours doing nothing. It could only connect to 4 apps, and most of its functions didn't work reliably. These aren't the only ones. Remember Google Glass? It was supposed to be the future, but it was bulky, awkward, and carried a heavy social stigma. People were called glassholes for wearing it. Then there was Magic Leap, a company that raised billions to build a mixed reality headset and delivered a product that was a total flop. The lesson is clear. This is a space where even the biggest and smartest companies have failed. So why might OpenAI's device succeed where everyone else has failed? The biggest challenge, the privacy nightmare. Before we answer that question, we need to talk about the biggest challenge this device will face. The one that has nothing to do with technology and everything to do with trust. This device is always on, always watching, always listening. It has environmental awareness. It's a microphone and a camera in your kitchen, in your living room, in your bedroom. This is the ultimate privacy nightmare. Are we really ready for a device that is constantly collecting data about our lives? What happens if that data is hacked? What if it's used to market to us in ways we can't even comprehend? What happens when a corporation knows more about our lives than we do? The reason this device is so powerful is also the reason it's so terrifying. It's not just a tool, it's a window into your soul. It's a record of your every conversation, your every interaction, your every mood. And while the promise of ambient AI is amazing, the potential for misuse is equally staggering. The question isn't whether they can build it, the question is whether we can trust them with it. Till then, I want to hear from you. Drop your ideas in the comments below. And if this video helped you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to see this. We'll see you in the next one.